You probably just stumbled upon this video because you were searching for the same thing that I was, and I'm going to try to save as much as time as possible while giving you all the information. Now, it doesn't necessarily apply to just Sony's. It doesn't apply to just Panasonic. You're probably wondering, hey man, I film in 30 or 60 frames per second. How come on my Sony FX or how come on my current camera it doesn't actually do 60p? Well, first off, when I got this, this camera is a little bit old. I don't know when you're watching this, but when I got it, I'm always a big fan of updates. So when I first got it, it was on version 3. However, I want to show you something, and this is really important. One of the things that you're going to see on other cameras, whether it is the Sony 6700, I'm just a big fan of Sony's. I love their E-mount lenses. But so the 66, the 64, the ZVE10, they all have an option for 60p. And I said, okay, well, how come this doesn't? I'm one of those guys that actually film in 60p. It just looks cleaner to me. So well, when you go over to your file format, you have all your different formats, right? And something that you'll see even in older videos, they'll go to the movie settings and then they'll go here and you'll see 59.94. I was a little concerned about this because all my projects in Final Cut are 60p. Well, how come there is no option? No matter what you do, you can't get it to actually say 60p. However, in version 3 or 4, when I got this, it did in fact have it. So I just want to show you something. So we go like that. Okay, you see that? I'm going to just pop this up and show you on this one. There we go. And then you go here, you'll see 60p. Okay, and there it is, right? 60p, 24. It just kind of rounds up. And I say rounds up because I actually mean that. This does have the current firmware on it. However, I want to show you something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you footage from a 6700, not a 66, and then the FX30. And this may apply for your FX3 or Panasonic, whatever. But even though this says 60, it's not truly filming in 60. It is 59.94, just like it is on this guy. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. This file here was filmed on the 6700, and it is in fact at 4K. At 59.94, and it does say 60p on the 6700. And this is on the FX30, in fact, 59.94 4K. So, even though the 6700 does in fact say 60p, it is not a true 60p. I don't know if there are any cameras that actually do a true 60p. Keep in mind that this is 0.06 frames per second, not 6 frames per second. And I do use Final Cut projects that are, in fact, 60p, and this has no problems with it. Could you use 59.94? Yes, just make sure all the other cameras that you have inside of your footage are 59.94. You could do 60 and it'll just downsample it and just fix it to 59.94, but just I wouldn't be too concerned. Unless you're doing like a 2-hour long footage, you should have no issues with it.